contest, certainly in Delanga, is well up for it to say the least. And you have to say that it feels as though the Kings have all the momentum, despite the Royals winning their first 6 games.
Well, yes, they do say, right, you're only as good as your last game. Prateek GC, what a game he had with both ball first and then bat. That 2 for 4 he picked. Prateek GC, what a game he had with both ball first and then bat. That 2 for 4 he picked up was in the last over of the innings. He just gave 4 runs, picked up 2 wickets, and when he came on to bat, he really smashed the ball. 2 huge sixes won the game for them.
Nice to see him opening the bowling, because I thought he was underused in the previous game. Only bowled the 1 over, but opening the bowling tonight as the playoffs get going.
Well, the smarter team, Andrew, is going to win this game, and the reason I say that is they've got the key in their hands. Now they need to put runs on the board. Let's just take a look at the batting to come. They need to be smart about their choice of batsmen that come out to bat. Well, they have the new man Mukhtar there right at the top of the order, and a lot will depend on Sheldon Jackson when he does come out. But Arif Sheikh, Harmeet and Dipendra, they need to do all the heavy lifting if they need to get to 160.
Guided away, just a single. Certainly, you think about how difficult it is for Mukhtar Ahmed and for Sheldon Jackson coming in, new conditions, new teammates, new circumstances. I think they knew they were going to lose Josh Brown. They knew that he was being called back by the Renegades, who I think start the Big Bash season. But the strikers started a little later, so Lynn was meant to be here for the final, but it was that hamstring injury that has been such a blow, because he just found his form, found his touch with that 70. Very full, but probably just pitching outside leg. Pratish interested. Parwamil Siri, less so.
Well, he's one of the 3 who certainly impressed me in the tournament, and I'm sure Stuart Law, the head coach of Nepal, will really be impressed with Pratish GC, both with the ball and the bat. He, along with Hemant Dhami and
Sudhir Pashik Royals, Ragala Kings have won the toss and they have elected.
And Nandan Yadav, Andrew, I know he's a favorite of yours as well, but these 3 are going to be the cornerstone of Nepal's bowling in the near future.
Opportunity. Stuart Law watching on. New ball in the hand for the left armour. Pulled and helped round the corner. Going to be the first boundary. Rushed him for pace a little.
Subscribe guys, channel
Bandari
like
had the
subscribe
experience to
गरिदिनु
get
ल
on the swivel and get the fans in yellow dancing up in the stands. What a
channel like subscribe गरिदिनुहोस्, channel like subscribe.
Qualifier 1, just a shimmy down the track and a swivel, gets that NCL Super 4 and really helped it on its way. There is a fielder there to the right.
Subscribe गरिदिनुहोस् guys, subscribe.
Ball watching, really good timing, good placement and good cricket.
Tries to go again. It's not out of the middle of the bat, and Duplessis quick, so he'll cut it off.
Channel like share, subscribe.
Good chat with Duplessis just before the start of play there.
Like, comment, share, subscribe guys.
In Nepal, and it's an opportunity to get up to part of the lower Himalayas, up over 5,000 meters. He's up in beautiful Nagarkot, I think, for one of the sunrises as well. He's loving every second here. First visit ever to Nepal.
Well, let's just take a look at the crowd building up here. Biggest game perhaps in the tournament. Always a big game.
Gets this one better and will get the boundary he was looking for, the second of the over. They're always going to target Pratish GC early, and they get 11 runs from the second. Royals on the move, 13 for none.
Channel like subscribe गरिदिनु guys, channel like subscribe.
change for the Maratha Kings. In comes Narayan Joshi, the all-rounder, of also medium pace, and probably might bat ahead of Suryatam. I would say he'll bat at 7. But it is a very top-heavy batting lineup. If you can get through those 3 overseas, Heaslet, du Plessis, Guptill, a lot of pressure comes on to Basharam and Lokesh Bam. There is not even a semblance of rhythm or timing, understandably yet, from Mukhtar Ahmed. How do you deal with that as a franchise side? You lose one to injury, the other one you might have expected to lose. You've got Puni Mera in the team for a couple of games, and then the 2 players you've brought in, you've gone with for this massive playoff match.
Well, you certainly can't cater to injury, can you? But you have to be prepared for it to happen, and in the eventuality that it does happen, you need to bring in the player who you most likely think can adapt to the situation and soon.
Let's get something of this. It's not really out of the middle, is it? But it will be effective enough just to get 4. He's throwing the kitchen sink at this. I just feel as though he needs a replacement bat out there because, well, it says beast on the back.
চ্যানেলलाई
Anything but
সাবস্ক্রাইব
without
गरिदिनुहोस्।
Well, yes, just take a look at it. He's used his right hand and the bat turning. Just take a look at that. The bat really turning there. It's gone in the direction that he wanted to. Hence, he gets the boundary. But I'd be happier if he could use his left hand, his leading hand, to time those shots, and he'll get the same
Please, guys,
desired
subscribe.
result. Viratnagar Kings winning the toss, electing to field first.
जतिले
in this
पनि
big
हेर्दै हुनुहुन्छ,
qualifier
please
one. It's the
subscribe
opportunity for
गरिदिनुहोस्।
the Royals to put pressure on them.
Now an inside edge, misfortune for Dalanga, but Ahmed gets lucky to get 4 more to get to double figures. And after a very watchful start in the first over, the Royals pressing the accelerator here in the power play.
Well, I certainly like the look of this boy, Mukhtar Ahmed. He's a big, tall, lanky guy. If he can get going for them, Andrew, they would have. They'll feel a lot vindicated, would they?
It was part of a title-winning side for the Washington Freedom in last year's Major League Cricket's 2024. He's trying to hit that to the leg side, but completely outpaced, skews off the outside edge.
च्यानललाई
Across
सब्स्क्राइब
26 matches,
गरिदिनु
he's a top scorer, just 36. But the reason for that is he barely
कमेन्ट
bats.
पनि गरिदिनु
Usually
कस्तो
it's 6,
देखिरहेको
7,
छ
or even 8
क्वालिटीहरू।
down the order because they've got such a deep and strong top order, the Washington Freedom. But he's shown enough in that Major League Cricket to get his chance here in the Nepal Premier League.
Well, yes, this is the time where the experience of someone like Vinod Bhandari needs to come to the fore. He needs to go to the youngster Mukhtar and tell him how it's supposed to be done. Just take the single, watch from the non-strikers, and give me the bulk of the strike. I'll do the heavy lifting in those first 6 overs because it's once the spinners come on, once we see someone like the Lame Chane come on, that's when the test is on.
Bowman, change of pace. Brilliant from Dalanga, and he's pumped up. Loves every second, and he says, "You beauty." That'll do nicely. Great change up and too good for Mukhtar Ahmed.
Well, absolutely shocking to me. That's Martian Delanga's Red Bull energetic moment of the match, and why not? We've seen him wear his heart on his sleeve. He doesn't really pull back, he doesn't pull punches, but very disappointing this. Mukhtar Ahmed gone for 10, and the Royals now lose their first wicket at 21.
First blood goes to the Kings. Bit of a grudge match this one. In comes a man, probably this time last week was not even comprehending the possibility of playing top level cricket. And in comes Sheldon Jackson. Handful of games for the Kolkata Knight Riders across 2 different seasons in the IPL. Very fine Ranji Trophy record. Hailing from Gujarat, over 100 games, over 7,000 runs. Welcome though to the MPL, nearly cleaned up first ball, and it could still be very close. We'll go upstairs. Bhandari needed to get moving. But I think it's Heaslett who's been outstanding in the field. For the Kings, this could be 2-2.
Well, it really looked close to me. A direct.
We have an umpire referral for run out. Roll forward. Give me the opposite angle, please. Roll forward. Take it back. Take it backward. Roll forward, frame by frame. I'm satisfied. Bat is grounded inside before the wicket is broken. I have a decision for the giant screen. My decision is not out. Repeat, not out.
Not out the decision, and only just. There was a frame in it. We felt. Change of bowling, Bashir Ahmed. He's getting used more and more by Lamachani in the latter stages of the groups. I thought he was underused at first. Very capable three-dimensional cricketer who's having a good year. Another who's caught the eye of the head coach Stuart Law, no doubt about that.
Absolutely, especially with the bat. We saw him really clean up in one of the earlier games, and he did it really well. So he's got the ability with both bat and ball, and that's what we need in modern day cricket, isn't it? There are 3 dimensions to the game. You need to be at least 2-dimensional.
Oh, nicely bowled. Ahmed is more than a touch interested. Will Siri thinks height is an issue. I think this is quite close.
Let's just see where it pitched, which is perhaps an off stump. But if you
Subscribe गरिदिनु होला subscribe गरिदिनु
that's the speed that they need to bowl at.
Subscribe
Andrew.
गरिदिनु
You can
subscribe
just take a
channel
look at it
subscribe
one more time, that LBW decision. You can just see where the ball lands. You can see a puff of dust there. There it is, and that shows that the upper crust is coming loose, and perhaps they should be aware of that and know that they shouldn't chase
Fuck.
a very big score. Be very reasonable with what you have in mind.
I tell you, that was close as well. Maybe just the height the issue. That's what Will Siri felt. Tangling himself and not Sear as Bandari. Any one of those 3 deliveries could have resulted in a wicket, but he finds an edge to survive.
Luckily, what he did here was present the full face of the bat, didn't go across the line, didn't look to sweep on length. Perhaps use your feet a little, perhaps come down the track.